to Coco's Book Nook. I am Courtney, and today we are talking about battleathon. In the month of September, Mel over at Millenor Reads is hosting a readathon called battleathon, and in this we are bonding with our dragons. We are battling to the death, and it's right up my alley, and I'm freaking excited for this. So I'm on red team, obviously. And my hosts are Cassidy over with Covers at Cassidy and Lexi over at Books at Lexi, two of my favorite people of all time, besides Mel, of course. And we have some prompts for week 1. So our main prompt, our only prompt for the whole entire readathon, actually, is for the red team, a book featuring a battle. So my first book of the month is going to be A Light in the Flame by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is one of my favorite series of all time. I shouldn't say of all time, it's one of my favorite series. I absolutely love From Blood and Ash and Flesh and Fire. I'm excited for this one. There is a battle. I did see that, and I'm freaking excited. So this one is set in the time before Poppy, and this is about the First Maiden, actually, and we are continuing in the storyline. This is the second book, I believe, in that spin-off series, and I'm excited to get to it. I'm excited to be back in this world. Next up, we don't have to do these, but we want to level up our dragon, of course. Who wouldn't? I want a big, strong dragon. Of course I do. So our level up prompts are Spark Your Dragon, Saddle Up, and Strengthen the Bond. So for Spark Your Dragon, we need to read a red book. Well, we're going to be reading Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. This is a series that I started a while ago that I have not finished yet. I actually got the audiobook from Scribd last year to try to finish it, and it was not in English. Okay, I got it from the library though, and so we're doing good, and this is going to be our second book. We are going to get that dragon as much fire as we can. Next up, I don't have physical copies of these yet, but they will be added to my shelves eventually. To saddle up, we want to read a book where the title is some sort of movement. So this one I picked Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. This has been on my list for a while, and everybody's been talking about it recently, and why not just get it read? So that's what I'm going to be reading for that prompt. And last prompt is Strengthen the Bond with Your Dragon. Read a book in a series. This one we can actually do more than once. So I will have to look at the rules on this, because I have a lot of series on my books. You just cannot double up your week 1 prompts, which is completely fine. So for my Strengthen the Bond book, I'm going to start with A Shade of Madness by Tiago Abdullah. He wrote A Touch of Light, and it is one of my favorite books from, did I read it this year or last year? I don't even remember. I loved the first book. So I'm excited to get into the second book and read it, and Tiago is on Team Red too. So go read his books and support Team Red. So the rest of the weeks 2, 3, and 4 are based off of our star ratings. So our 5 stars are going to be 500 points, 4 stars are 400, 3 star 300, and so on. DNFs are 50. So I'm trying to read as many 5 stars this month as I can. That is what this month is all about. I'm going for the win. So as a red team, our prompt for like the whole readathon is a backlist book. This is our point maker book. pretty much. So we get extra points if we read a backlist book. So I have 2 stacks. They're large. They're pretty fucking large. I have 1 stack that is new releases from 2022 up till now. And then I have ones that were released in 2021 and earlier for my backlist books. So I'm going to go through my 2023 ones and kind of go with my what I think is going to be a 5-star stack. It's big. I'm not going to lie. To start off, we're going with library books. I recently read The Last House on Needless Street by Katrina Ward, so I picked up The Looking Glass Sound by her. I'm excited. I gave Needless Street 5 stars because it was a weirdly great time, and I'm kind of excited to see what else she's got out there. Oh, I did not think this through on space. We're going to not knock these over again. Next up, I have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This one is by Heather Fawcett. This has been on my radar. This is like the 5th time that I've checked this book out and not read it. I think I have the audiobook now, so we are going to read this book this month. And I have a feeling it's going to be a 5-star. Next up, I have Queen of Myth and Monsters by Scarlett St. Clair. This is the 2nd book to the Adrian and Isolde trilogy. The 1st book is King of Battle and Blood, which I loved and gave 5 stars, so I'm very hopeful that this one's going to be a 5-star as well. Next up, one of my favorite authors, Adeline Grace, who wrote All the Tides in Fate, and I can't remember what the other one was, and Belladonna, which is the 1st book to Foxglove. I absolutely loved all 3 of her books so far, and I'm so excited to continue on in Foxglove Manor. I'm excited. This will be a 5-star. If it's not, I might cry, guys. And then the dreaded tome, Sons of Darkness by Jurav Mohanty. I probably did not pronounce that right. This has been on everybody's radar lately. I'm excited to get to it. We have a buddy read that's going to be happening, and I don't know. It just looks like a 5-star to me. I don't even know what it's about yet, and it just feels like that 5-star read, you know. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. This is a book 2 in the Nightborn duet. The 1st one is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Handful titles, but I love the 1st one, so I'm very hopeful that this one will be a 5-star as well. This one caught my eye on a Facebook thriller group that I'm in. It didn't say anything. It was just wrapped up in one of these people's bookstores, and I don't know, I just kind of had to have it, and then everybody's been talking about it. Dead 11 by Jimmy Giuliano, and I'm very hopeful this is going to be a 5-star. I'm really, really hoping this is going to be a 5-star. I'm excited for this, y'all. It's just the top of it from R.L. Stein says, chilling, creepy, you've been warned. Like, I'm so excited. Next up, we have Wayward by Amelia Hart. Again, it just looks like a 5-star, and I've heard people talk about it, and they either love it or they really don't like it, and I'm really hoping I'm on that love it vibe. And it's gorgeous, and it will stay on my shelf. If you know me, you know I love Peter Pan. I love anything Peter Pan, anything. So this one I'm excited about. This one is The Darling Girl by Liz Michalowski. It is a Peter Pan retelling, and I got it as one of my book of the months, and I have not read it yet, and I need to, and I'm very hopeful that I will love this. Oh, so hopeful. And then, of course, since we are continuing in the world of the From Blood and Ash and Flesh and Fire, why not read the next book in the series, A Soul of Ash and Blood? This one is the fifth book, I believe, in A Blood and Ash. I'm very excited. The last one had me, I wanted more, and this is more, and I'm excited. If this is not a 5-star, I will throw this at someone. I'm not kidding at this point. Next up, we have The Spare Room by Andrea Bartz. She wrote We Were Never Here, and it was my absolute favorite book from last year, my favorite thriller from last year. It just had me gripping and so excited, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and it just had me by the edge of the seat. So I'm excited to see what else she has in store in this book. And of course, everybody's already talking about this one. It literally just came out. Lisa Jewell. None of this is true. I think I've read one. I think it was Then She Was Gone, I think is the one that I read from her. I can't remember off the top of my head which one I've read. But I'm excited to get to these. I've been in such a horror and thriller mood in the last couple months, and I'm so excited for spooky season, and I'm loving this era in my reading journey, y'all. Hopefully this is 5-star. Last one in our recent releases stack is Defend the Dawn by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the second book into Defy the Dawn series. I absolutely loved Defy the Dawn. I could not put it down. I absolutely loved it. It was just one of those quick and easy fantasies that had a little bit of teenage angst, a little bit of romance, a little bit of just everything in it. And I absolutely devoured it. And I'm excited to see what these two have got in store in this book. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold these all up. These are all of my recent releases, anticipated 5-star reads. I'm excited, y'all. Get excited for me. We're doing this. Alright. Next up. Why do I have books here? Oh. Okay. So our backlist books. That's what we're here for. Our backlist 5-star prediction. Let's go. Library books, of course. When I go to library, I kind of like to browse a little bit and just like pull random books off the shelves and be like, okay, come home with me. So first up, we have Blood of Saints by Megan Beaumont. This is a mystery book. One thing that captivated me, because looking at the front of it, you're like, what? Okay. It says, he wants a miracle, and he won't stop killing until he gets one. Deep in the mountains of Montana. What? Okay. Yeah, that's what caught me. I'm hoping this is a 5-star, y'all. I'm excited to get to this one. Next one I found while walking through was the Waking Land by Kaylee Bates. This is a fae story. If you know me, I love fae. I love anything to do with the fae. So, of course, I'm going to pick this one up. It just looks interesting, and I'm excited. Upon a Burning Throne by Ashok K. Banker. This one is definitely a fantasy. It is a chunk of a fantasy. We are going to try to get to this one. If not, that's okay. I will read it later. It just looked interesting to me, and hopefully a 5-star. Next up, I have The Beautiful by Renee. I'm not even going to say that. It's this book, y'all. This has been on my radar for a while. I've owned this one for at least 2.5 years. Have not read it. Have not picked it back up. We are reading it this month. Hopefully. And then we have Where the Forest Meets the Stars by Glendy Vanderaa. This, of course, has been on my radar for a while. I'm pretty positive I've owned this one just as long as the last book. Hopefully we're going to get to it. Hopefully we're going to get 5 stars. If you know me, you know me. Zodiac Academy, number 6, The Fated Throne. These just get better and better with every book, and I'm so mad that I have not picked this one up after 5. 5 pissed me off, but I still gave it 5 stars because it just, I'm in love with them at this point. And the Twisted Sisters get me every time, and I'm really hoping this one doesn't make me cry. It probably will. We're not gonna lie. This is gonna be a top priority this month. Then we have One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. I read the Atlas 6, and I have not read the Atlas Paradox yet. I want to. The Atlas 6 actually was not a 5-star for me. Don't know why I think this one will be, but I'm kind of hopeful that this will be. And then we have Small Favors by Erin A. Craig. This one has been on my radar for a hot minute as well. Of course, I probably own this for at least 2 years as well. But we're reading our shelves, and we're trying to get these books off of them. And at least read, because they look gorgeous on my shelves. But you know what I mean. And then Nevernight by J. Kristoff. I don't know why I have this one in here. I'm not sure this is going to be a 5-star, but we are very hopeful. I actually wanted to read these because Cassidy did all 3 of them and did spoiler vlogs, and I want to watch them. So we need to read these, and I'm kind of hoping they're 5 stars. Next up, I have Haunting Adeline by H.G. Carlton. This one has been on my radar for a while as well. I was going to read this for Smutdon a while back, but I never got to it. So we're hoping to get to it this month, and it should be a 5-star. Almost there, guys. Savage Lands by Stacey Marie Brown. I've been hearing a lot of good things. I've been hearing a lot of bad things, so I'm kind of excited to see if I'm in the middle or hopefully on the loved it end. I also have An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This has been on my radar for years. Why have I not read this? I don't fucking know. It's here. It's now. We're getting to this. Curse of the Spicier Queen by Jenny Elder Moak. I don't know. It just looks great. And I want to read it. And hoping it's going to be a 5-star. It looks like it. Last but not least, Voices in the Snow by Darcy Coates. I have been loving all of her books except for From Below. I hated it. But I'm not a let's go deep sea diving type of girl, so that's probably why I didn't like it. I read Dead of Winter, and it's one of my fears, but it was good, and I liked it. So I'm excited to get to this one. And if it's not a 5 stars, I might not be reading from her. Let's not lie to ourselves. I will be reading every book from her again because I fucking love her books. Who doesn't? I love it. That's it. That is all of the 5 stars that I have for you guys. And let's take a look at this stack of my backlist 5-star predictions. It's a lot. we're going to do this, guys. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we're going to read all of these in the month of September, hopefully. I do this without knocking you over? Alright. So, yeah, that is all I have for you guys. I have a lot of books that I'm hoping to get to in the month of September. So, wish me luck, guys. I'm excited for this readathon, and I will see you guys after I'm done reading all of these. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, y'all. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!